bad of a look. So that should now be airtight. We're gonna have to jump up here and do that top look with some more blocks. Grab some solid cubes, and here we go. So we're just gonna finish this. You know, I'm kind of half tempted to do the wall thing again up here, just so I can kind of set it back some, so it's not taking up the full. Or maybe a slope would work a little cooler in here. Let's try and see what a slope would look like. We haven't used slope in the base yet, and here it is. It's just going to be a triangular cut kind of look. Yeah, so here it is. Kind of like that fade as you go to the rock. I think I'll keep that. We do need to blast off the little mistake right there, this extra block. There we go. And that's running right into the rock right there, or at least it looks like it. So hopefully we're airtight. And we'll probably end up throwing glass, maybe some glass through there. And I'm going to need to double check the ceiling and make sure I don't have any air pockets, so to speak. Alright, I think we're gonna test this out. So I believe if I say show me the oxygen, and we have oxygen turned on, if the whole area was good to go, we would have these D8 dice with O2 on them going through the entire base. So I'm wondering if I can utilize the rock wall to make it airtight, or if you have to seal everything up in blocks. And if that's the case, which I think it's going to end up being the case, I'm going to need to just my plan is just throw glass all over the top, so you can still see the rock, you still know we're in a mountain, but that way I'm not using a solid block that would detract from the environment in here. Okay, so we're just going to turn the oxygen back off, and we'll take out, I only have 200 oxygen in here, so we'll just drain the tank. Did it actually give me oxygen? I had one O2 bottle. That's fine. Whatever. Let's see, we have 13 more windows. If we could do a 2x2 area and tap into the ceiling here, I wonder where we're going to end up pulling this off, because we would need to make it a little lower, or go ahead and just get the drill out and blast out more of this to raise it up a little bit. I'll still have the rock coming down. This might end up being a little bit more recessed. So I think that's our next phase, is to attach some glass. I'm gonna lose that slope right there because that's not gonna look right. And that's kind of the height. I think right above the door here is not a bad height at all. Actually, I might be able to keep that. If I set the glass panel right here, and we go out, it would match up with the door over here, with this block. And I wouldn't have to do very much drilling to the surface. And it's still tall enough that I should be able to fit anything in here. I think the largest base is or block is the furnace. Pete, do you remember how big the furnace is?
That was 3 by 3.
Was it 3 by 3 by 3?
I thought it was. I think I have one in my inventory.
5 by 5 by 3? Oh yeah, you can just check. Maybe it is 3 by 3 by 4 or 5 for the height.
Yep, I don't have one with me. But I can pull, you can build and fabricate it, alright?
Yeah, I can build one. We'll need one here eventually, but right now...
Well, it should say the size on it.
Oh, true. Let me go over here and look. You're right, 3 by 3 by 3.
Boom!
And you talk about your memory not being so great. Liar.
3D spaceman. That's it, I'm coming out to get the third then. I got some of my logic done, I need a break. Is it dark or light out where you are?
Dark.
Dang,
I can actually see that without having to leave the base now. It's glorious.
Oh, with the windows?
With the windows. To the windows. To the walls.
There's brick running down that wall.
Yeah, we're gonna need structural support. We can't just throw a glass ceiling all throughout the base. It's gonna freak out on me. So we need to keep building up from the perimeter.
Come on, plus sign, baby. They do a third planet, but I'm gonna have to write these down then to remember.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna keep notes on all the little landmarks so you know where to come into the planet.
It's like a little screenshot of what it looks like, so you can like share it with people.
This is what you're looking for.
What happens in my capital ship if I die while I'm driving?
Oh, you shouldn't try to have those thoughts, Peaches.
Well, I'm just asking because I'm getting low on food.
It'd be like the Tesla Roadster.
It's just gone forever. Bye.
It just keeps on going.
God, I hope not. I turned off the auto brake too.
We're gonna need to do a, I need to take this out. And put a corner post in here. So we'll have to go down to a 1x2 window to make that work, to make that fit. There we go. Oh, you know what? We could just do a corner block right here instead of just a solid block. Let's see how that will look. And grab the, where's it at here? L, here we go, wall L shape. And of course you need flipped. Can never remember which axis flips this the way I want it to. Aha, it's the red one. Yeah, so we can do that right there. Kind of want to just build that up as high as I can. There we go. Yeah, now we'll just take this back to being a cube shape, and let's go do, actually, no, we'll keep it as L shape. We can do this side down here, same way. Alright, here we go. Alright, back to placing some glass. We're down to just 11 glass blocks left. We need to make some more. I think I already did make some though. Yep, there's 30 more windows for us. Wait, why are those not? Okay, good. It is the same thing. You got it?
Yeah, sometimes these planet things takes forever to find, like, go around these things.
Yeah, it does. I think they do that on purpose. Like, oh, we know your base is here. Let's put it on the other side of where you came in from space.
Other side. Look on my ship, I'll like look down sometime and see our place. Like, oh, I should just take off now. But I'm not ready. And then the next time, like, where are you?
This is shaping up pretty okay. This is the most time I spent building something that probably would look pleasing to the eye. Because I'm usually not the dude who comes up with like the palettes or the theme or any of that jazz. I'm just kind of like, all right, base is functional, we good, and that's pretty much it. Alright, getting our glass placed in here just fine, no problems. I love how I'm sliding around on something. I might have to clean up some of the rock coming in here because it's not letting me place right there. And we'll have to blast the ceiling a little bit. But that's okay. That just means we get to jump into the beast again. Just getting a lot of good usage in here with building a base inside of a mountain. Alright, so here's where we're working at the moment. We'll just kind of clean up the windows a little bit. And we're going to have to do another elevation up as well. So let's just go ahead and zap all this while we're in here thinking about it. So we'll just get all this cleaned up just a bit more. Let me get all the way up to 3 meters height on the hover vessel so I can get more pitch. There we go. Now I'm not fighting so much to stay tilted. Yeah. Definitely a little easier than using the hand drill. And I think that we got a little bit of rock up there. That still looks good. And we still have some of this rock coming down. Probably have to zap some of that away to get the glass panes in here. Or at least now we kind of have a height to aim for. let's keep building and see how we're coming along. Oh yeah, now I have like miles of space to place a glass window. And the question is, do we want to just have window pane the whole way, or do we want to have a break point to break up the texture a little bit? And I think I was talking about having a room come back there. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's see, how do I look on solar battery? Crappy. So we could take up these 2 capacitors and work on making a room back here. Maybe a greenhouse, because we're going to need to plant some plants in here to help with food production, because food production is not happening really well right now. So yeah, maybe I'll throw these capacitors over there. Zap, zap. And we'll just move that out the way. Put that right there and grab the other one. And put it right there. Okay. So we could put a door here, and then we would be free to go and make a second room. And if that's the case,
I think I could work any closer than that. Started starving just as I got into wireless range of the face.
Oh wow! We can move
What's
these
going on in here?
O2 tanks a little bit. Where are you at?
I don't know. I'm in like this little tunnel looking thing.
Oh, is that the tunnel? Yeah, oh yeah, if you park your stuff over by the vehicles, that's the tunnel. I see you coming. What's up?
Shalom, amigo. What is this place? Yeah, I'm liking how this looks.
It's coming along pretty nicely.
Like, is there a door on this side that I just didn't see?
Yeah, a little small one.
Yeah. Is it airtight yet?
No, I'm actually working on that right now. The whole thing is going to be encased in glass to make it airtight, because even though it bleeds into the rock, it doesn't count. Like, I don't think it counts. Because when I turn the oxygen on, it only shows like three oxygen symbols over here by the ventilator. It doesn't actually fill the room. Yeah, so it's still exposed somehow. Even though I've got all the little parts that have block meeting air, I clogged all those up. So I don't think it counts as airtight using natural terrain, I think is my deduction. So I had to literally seal it all up with airtight blocks. So that's why we're now going to go around and keep raising glass up. And then once I have another set of, it's going to be 2 glass panes tall, and then I'm going to throw the glass across the top so you can still see the rock from the mountain.
That's still pretty cool though.
And I might put a door over here so I can do like a honeycomb thing, and then we'd have another section to the base, to the east, past these oxygen tanks, which might end up getting moved. Because I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put the greenhouse yet. I mean, I could do more in the basement, because there is a little teeny tiny basement. But, yeah, not entirely sure just yet.
This whole thing's like a basement. It's literally inside of a mountain.
I know, isn't it neat?
So cool.
Yeah, so I was telling my stream, you know, think about the people who have awesome bases under the ground, and the first person that comes to mind is Batman.
Batman! You'd love it. Do you have a health thing in here? Like a healing?
No, actually I don't. I might be able to make one now. I think I need to plant fibers, so I think I actually have some now.
Oh, I think I have some inside the redemption. Well, I did.
Yep, I can make one. I had to take a tree out. I had to make a survival tool just for it. That's hilarious. Alright, here we go.
I even got the same layout for his signals in here. That's cool. Oh yeah. Gracias, Seahawks. I almost starved to death.
Oh, I hear you throwing oxygen in your suit.
Yeah, I also almost did breathe to death. I wasn't paying attention and it came back and I was at 0 out of 909.
Jeez.
Like, oh shit. I gotta build a way to get your drill in here.
Hell yeah, I brought him in here. I still had to drill some. I was just clearing that whole east side a little bit more. He's really handy in here.
That makes what it is.
Drill a little bit of the ceiling off so I can get the panes where I need it to go. Yep.
Now, if you put the panes up there, can you use your drill to like fill back down through it?
Did you notice that when you use the drill to fill, it like put some of that drill charge stuff in the ground along with it, so it's not the actual natural look of the terrain. It's some
I
weird,
thought that was iron for
like,
inventory.
hybrid stuff that happens. It's odd.
Yeah. Huh. Alright.
So yeah, if you want to do something cool, you can cruise around, mine some stuff, and look for plants. Like, we can make the sprouts, but we need the raw plants harvested from this planet. Either that, or we have to warp all the way back to the original base and get stuff.
Alright. I got some herbal leaves, I'll throw that in here. I don't need those. You also have a bunch of those, alright then.
Yeah, I need the actual stuff that gives, like, vegetable, blah blah blah.
I wonder if that's even here.
I mean, it's a snow area, but they gotta, I mean, you have to have some vegetation.
Right, but is it all the stuff that we're used to on our planet?
Oh, I mean, I think it will probably look different. I mean, we already got those crazy looking bug things on this planet too, so watch out for those guys.
Yeah.
When I get finished with air making, I'm like an airbender. When I get done with making this airtight, I'll cruise around and see what I can get. You could also probably set up some of them auto miners too, with the stuff that's nearby.
That is good thinking.
I have one in my inventory right now if you need one.
I thought I grabbed it. Let me see what I did here. Oh, I did have 4 medical devices on my tornado. Ah!
I mean, it can always get deconstructed, no big deal.
True.
That's what I love about this. It's like, let me just make a crap ton of windows. If I don't use them all, no problem. I just throw them in the deconstructor. No loss.
That is actually...
Yeah. I don't know what year this is in, you know, but apparently recycling is the way of the future.
Hey, I approve. Especially when I'm mostly doing less work. Okay, I got 2 auto drillers on me.
Yeah, I put one in the blue box for the constructor output, so if you run in here, you can pick that up. And then you need fuel. I've been, there's lots of fuel here. We have no problem.
Okay. You said the blue box has them?
Yeah.
And then the fuel, I guess I'll just... Which one do you have your fuel in?
Good question. Might be my inventory.
Haha! I don't need much. I really only need like 1 or 2 fusion things per.
Here, I'm gonna cargo to this blue one that I'm right in front of. I'll drop fuel in here. I got let's see, do I have any fusion cells on me at the moment, or did I put those all in the thing? I think I put those in the thing. Okay. So yeah, there you go.
Gracias, señor. Plenty. What do we need? We got plenty of safety though.
Silicon, and I think that's pretty much it. If we're gonna maybe like cobalt and some of the other things we don't really see a lot of.
How about neodymium?
Yeah, let's grab some of that too.
So I got 3, so I'm gonna hit this cobalt, the needum, and the silicon iron.
Alright, base is shaping up to look pretty good. Let's see, so we need to do windows on this side. We're just gonna drill that very carefully with the beast.
Does it say what the range is on this auto?
You like the auto miners?
Yeah.
I think as long as you stick it on top, it grabs everything it needs. I don't know, like what, you got like a whole bunch that are close together? Probably too far out to have one and get all that.
Well, I just asked because I had one on another planet when I was messing around the other day, and it couldn't keep mining. The deposit only like 60% and it was just done.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I also only got 10% ore left. I ain't going to that one.
We just exposed the outside a little bit there. Whoop. Probably gonna be windows. Yeah, we'll probably just have to suck it up and put windows up there. Not too bad. Okay, what level did I say I was going to put this at? I think it was the top of this. Oh, it's not going to blend in well with the top part of the glass. I should probably do one more higher then. We don't have to remove more rock. Have to remove more rock. And change those blocks out right there. Okay. And we're gonna have to take out a little bit more rock. Don't know how I feel about that exactly. I was kind of hoping not need to remove more. I could... See, it only need to be 3 high for a furnace. I would have to change these out. I would have to change the windows out if I went to just 3 high. That's 4 high. I wanted to do 4 high, but that doesn't mesh with the windows. What window sizes do we have again? 1 by 1? 1 by 2, which we could flip. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna change. Might leave that alone. Well, I guess we'll just take out more rock. The more I think about it, the more that seems like the more, not exactly the easier option, but it'll do. Alright, so we need a solid block. I guess I should probably keep the same texture. There we go. And then we'll just attach our glass to the top of that. Oh, copper! We need copper.
Oh, we do?
Badly.
Brags. It's only a small deposit.
Every little bit helps.
Oh, and a neodymium. I just drove by this thing. How did I not
Nice.
see it? Apparently it's up too high in the air. Interesting. Whoa, whoa, ow, 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 ow. Damn it, I don't... Of course I forgot to put ammo on this thing.
And away he goes.
I didn't have any ammo on my other weapons, so I had to bring something with ammo.
Oh. Boom Boom has all kinds of ammo.
Yeah, but I want to shoot my guns. There's an enemy drone over here just up shooting away, cleaning up the locals.
Huh.
Give me loot.